My estranged cousin wants to come with us to Italy and demands that I cover her expenses. Now my aunt says I'm selfish for not funding her daughter's dream vacation. My cousin Millie and I take a big trip abroad every year. We were heading to Italy for 3 weeks this year, and I had planned everything. Suddenly, our other cousin Carrie wanted to tag along, claiming it was her dream trip. Here's the issue: Carrie and I don't talk. We used to be close, but in 2022, she didn't invite me or my entire family to her wedding, including my dad, her direct uncle. To this day, we have no idea why. Carrie refused to explain, and my aunt kept giving different excuses. Some examples include: you didn't call her on her birthday, you live out of state, we didn't want to burden you, and you didn't invite us to your weddings. We did. Carrie copied my sister's wedding invite. Carrie wanted a small wedding. I guess 120 guests is small in some societies. I was fed up with my cousin, but especially my aunt. My dad went without contact, and the rest of us followed, except for Millie. Millie asked if I'd be open to Carrie joining us. My gut reaction was no, but I decided to think it over. A few hours later, Carrie texted me. We had never blocked each other, we just never reached out. She apologized for the wedding drama and wanted to move past it. I was caught off guard and a bit suspicious, but I figured this was a chance to mend things. We chatted for a few days, and she shared how her in-laws mistreated her and supposedly controlled the wedding guest list. At first, I sympathized. I even started feeling guilty about not wanting her to come. Then we talked about Italy. She had a list of luxurious recommendations, specific restaurants, private tours, and high-end hotels. And that's when she slipped up. She casually mentioned quitting her job on a whim, being between jobs, and how her husband was tightening their finances. Then came the kicker: she asked if she could pay me back for the trip later. Here's the thing: I don't lend money to people. For some reason, I don't ever get it back. Let me know if this is a shared experience or if I just got walked over far too many times. I laughed at it and said, no. Then she said, which got me super heated, it could be the wedding gift you never gave me. I wished I could have slapped her through the phone. I couldn't find the words, and at the risk of saying something horrible, I just hung up. Millie pays her own way, but I cover a little extra, about an 80-20 split, so she can enjoy some luxuries with me. I asked Millie if she told Carrie about our arrangement, and she admitted she had mentioned it after our last trip but didn't think Carrie would remember, let alone ask for a similar deal. She was surprised Carrie even reached out but still wanted her to come. I told Millie that if Carrie goes, I won't. Carrie can pay me back for the hotel, and I'll find another trip to take with my airline credit. Update number 1. Well, yesterday Carrie's husband Carter called me for the very first time. Turns out Carrie asked him to reach out and try to convince me to take her along on our trip. He admitted that he found her request suspicious but went along mainly to get my number and hear things from me. And wow, the story she told him was wildly different. My aunt, let's call her Barb, actually spent Carrie's entire wedding fund on a brand new car. My uncle, Carrie, and Carter were furious when they found out, but Barb just brushed it off and said she'd ask my dad to help cover the costs. Carter said Barb told them my dad refused to help, which led him to turn to his family for financial support. As for the not inviting us part, Carrie left us out because of my dad's refusal. She assumed he knew exactly what he'd done wrong, so she never bothered to explain or talk to him about it. Carter told me he was relieved I turned down her request to join us on the trip. He wants her to focus full-time on finding a job and said he plans to start scaling back some of the small luxuries he currently provides until she puts in the effort. 2 days later, Millie and I aim to go together next year when things have cooled off. By then, she should have plenty saved up. I had blocked Carrie so she couldn't call me directly, but her mom, Barb, decided to call my dad. I happened to be at dinner with my entire family at the time. Barb asked if I would let her come if she paid for Carrie's trip. By then, Millie and I had already canceled everything, and I told her we decided to go our separate ways. Then Barb asked if I'd go if she paid for all of us, but my mom shut that down immediately. She didn't want us to be indebted to her. And let's just say, my mom has a way with words. Apologies for the language ahead, but I just couldn't resist giving you all this delicious line. She called Barb a lousy, neurotic biatch and said her brain cells needed to come back from vacation before she starts planning anyone else's. Then, she added that the bottom of her foot is prime real estate for scum like her, and if either she or Carrie brings this up again, they're getting a personal tour of it. Heel first. My mom's a real estate agent, by the way. That shut Barb up real quick, and she hung up. Now, I know I shouldn't condone violence, but honestly, my sister, brother, and I couldn't stop laughing. Now, here's the part I know all of you nice people will enjoy even more. Carter called me up yesterday to tell me about Carrie's meltdown over this whole mess. He said her spending was literally unaliving him and that he was taking some space from her for now. He's not planning a divorce yet, but he gave her a 6-month deadline to get a job, and they'll be doing both couples and individual therapy to work things out. He's been working overtime just to cover Carrie's expenses, and he's done. As for me, I booked my flights to Singapore right before writing this. I'm about to have a wonderful time with my friends there.